again, David and David.
I'm David, he's David.
Right, we're at New Thought Unity Center of Cincinnati, and we're doing Course in Miracles minutes. They're a few minutes, but still. This is our ongoing service in support of making the world a better place through the practical wisdom of Course in Miracles. We hope you'll hear what we have today and use it each and every day in your entire life. We're not going in order, we're not doing the lessons, we're just pulling some of our favorite things that we've known and experienced over the years, right, and sharing them with each other and with you. And I think David has one for today.
That's right. Can we just stop for a moment and center ourselves in the silence? And that has something to do with what we're about to read. So I have my Course in Miracles here. We're on chapter 21, number 6. And it just has to be page 446 in my book. Is it yours too?
Yep. Okay.
Now, and I was attracted to this, and you're going to see why. Those of you that know me know I'm a musician, and what really makes the song is the silence between the notes and all of these different things. But this is this is about, and we've talked about being the light of the world. I am as God created me. There's a lot of things that go through the course, but I forget. And this is just, and this is one place in the text where it waxes poetic, and it really kind of stirs my soul. So I'm just going to read a little bit, and I'd love for you to respond to how you feel about that.
Sure.
Starting on 6, the first word is a directive. It says, listen. Perhaps you catch a hint of an ancient state not quite forgotten, dim perhaps, and yet not altogether unfamiliar, like a song whose name is long forgotten and the circumstances in which you heard completely unremembered. Not the whole song has stayed with you, but just a little wisp of melody, attached not to a person or a place or anything particular, but you remember just this little part. From just this little part, how lovely was the song, how wonderful the setting where you heard it, and how you loved those who were there and listened to you. The notes are nothing, yet you have kept them with you, not for themselves, but as a soft reminder of what would make you weep if you remembered how dear it was to you. You could remember, yet you are afraid, believing you would lose the world you learned since then. And yet you know that nothing in the world you learned is half so dear as this. Once again, the directive, listen and see if you remember an ancient song you knew so long ago and held more dear than any melody you taught yourself to cherish since.
That's so beautiful. And I can totally see why that would call to you as a musician. The metaphors of Course in Miracles about how we have this knowledge within us are throughout. And this one is just beautiful. What does it mean to you in addition to the music part, the listen? But what are we listening for?
Yes. I think my mind gets noisy. My world gets noisy. I get so caught up in the minutia, the little things that I forget to go back to that core thing that I am the light. That I'm exactly the way God created me, and this is what's supposed to be going on. And so it's the metaphor is a song, but every once in a while it's just a little. I don't know, a little tapping on the inside of my skull, or in the inside of my heart, a little. And then just this memory that, wait a minute.
Right.
I don't need to get messed up in all of this.
Sure. So let me ask you a question. What's one of your favorite songs to play on the piano? Just any favorite song of yours.
One of my favorite songs to play on the piano would be. One of my songs, maybe?
Sure. Pick any
let's say Bend, Willow, Bend.
Bend, Willow, Bend. That's one of your favorite songs. You know it. And is that something you wrote?
That's something I wrote.
Okay. So let's say that you come and you come church and they say, "Oh, play Imagine by John Lennon." You can play that one, right?
I can.
Okay, and then I think one time I said, play Raindrops on Roses. You can play that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
Exactly. And so you have a library of songs in your head or even in front of you that you can draw out, right? And at any time, if you need to, you can still play Bend Willow Bend, can't you?
Yes.
Right. I love this reminder in this passage that says that we get fearful that if we learn something new or do something new or we have all of these other great things in our life like these other songs, that we will forget what's the primary one to us, what's the most important message. Well, if I go back to my Bend Willow Bend, maybe I won't be able to go to Imagine again. Maybe I won't be able to do what I love to do, what I'm used to, what I've learned since then. No, you go back to the beginning to remember and to be reconnected to your favorite things, to the vibrant love that's within you, to the message that is always within. And all of these other things, if you choose for them to stay, will still be there. You can still participate in your life. You can still go on with all of the greatness that you're doing, still interact with all the people around you, and you'll still have Bend Willow Bend, you'll still have the song, and of course the Course in Miracles Song of Love in you all the time, from the beginning and forevermore.
Awesome. Well, let's just leave this little session with that last quote from the Course again.
Yeah.
Listen and see if you remember an ancient song you knew so long ago and held more dear than any melody you taught yourself to cherish since.
I think you'll find that love song in your heart is right there waiting to be sung again. Thanks.
See you next time.